Hello, it's Who Time, and today we're talking about how to make a regenerated 12th Doctor figure. Now I know what you're thinking, Who Time, I hate to burst your bubble, but we've actually already got one of those? Yes, I know that there's one that came with the Time and the Doctor set, and it looked like this. Now, what I want to do is show you how to make a more accurate version of this. I think the difference is crystal clear. So do you want to make one that's accurate and can stand nicely next to your 12th Doctor era on the shelf in the right scale? Then stick around. It's not too difficult. I'll show you how to do it. Let's go. Here's a closer look at the figures. Here's my one against the Time of the Doctor set version. Nice, eh? I'm pretty pleased with it. So what do you need to make this guy? Well, in terms of raw materials, you need a Time of the Doctor set, and you need the 11th Doctor figure contained within, like so. You also need a Series 8 12th Doctor from the 5.5-inch collector range. These guys, doesn't matter which variant, he came in different shirts for this range. He had a white shirt, purple shirt here, he had a black shirt and a polka dot shirt as well, but it doesn't matter which variant, just one of these. Personally, I used the black shirted version, and this is what's left of him after I've made that guy at the back. As for tools, you'll need a Stanley knife, some pliers, a small handheld manual drill, some steel wire, super glue, and black paint, and obviously a paintbrush. Well, what do you specifically need from each figure? Well, starting with the Time of the Doctor set, with the 11th Doctor here, you need his torso, his coat, and this waistcoat piece that doesn't have the bow tie on it. Not this one, the other one, because he comes with 2 waistcoat pieces in there. You also don't want the Capaldi head that came in that set, because, well, we don't need this raised eyebrow nonsense. You'll also need his shoes. From the Series 8 Capaldi, you need his head, hands, legs, and also the pegs that are on the top of his shoes that obviously allow his boots to connect to the legs. Kicking things off, let's take the 11th Doctor from the Time of the Doctor set and remove his head. Also, let's take out the waistcoat piece, like so. Next, it's boil and pop time. You'll need to use the kettle, pop your figures into boiling water and leave for 5 minutes. So after that 5 minutes, you take out your figures and you'll be able to easily pop off the head, the hands, and the feet, the shoes of the Series 8 Capaldi, plus the hands of the 11th Doctor from the Time of the Doctor set. Now this is when you need to get your Stanley knife and gently cut and press it into the seam here. You should hopefully be able to see a seam that holds the front and the back half of the torso. You need to gently put that in here and prise it open. Same on this side, so gently do it on both sides. Now for demonstration purposes, I'm going to use my already used Series 8 Capaldi figure, since I don't want to destroy my existing Time of the Doctor figure. So you can see I've already done it on this one. So what you do is you put it in there. It's obviously easier without the legs. If you want to make this easier for yourself, you can take off the entire coat. You can just literally just pull this off and take it off through the arms. I'm not going to do that now. But yeah, you pop your Stanley knife in here. This allows you to open it like this. Now this is probably when it'll be useful to put in the pliers, just to help you lever this open a bit more. It's quite hard to show you with the camera. So there are the pliers wedged in. This will eventually prise open, then you'll be able to see the inside where there's a purple dildo piece which the head plugs onto. You can also see that the arms have circular discs that tuck inside the torso to hold them in place. Anyway, having removed the front half of the torso, you can now take out the 11th Doctor's legs. And now your first part is done. Now you'll need to repeat this process to get the Series 8 Capaldi legs out too. For these now, since the shoes aren't movable, they're static and part of the mould of the legs, you need to cut them off with a Stanley knife, using the base of the trouser legs as your guide to cutting it straight and neatly. After this, you should be left with all these pieces in front of you. You can ignore the Time and the Doctor Capaldi head variant in the photo, since this doesn't capture his incarnation at all. He's not from a Carry On film or something. So focusing on the shoes now, you need to cut off the pegs on the Series 8 Capaldi shoes, and then use the handheld manual drill to create holes at the top of the Time and the Doctor figure's shoes. And at the base of the pegs you just cut off, you should also drill some holes. Now you'll need to cut 2 small bits of steel wire to put into the shoes with the pegs going on top. You'll need to use super glue here so the pegs, wire and shoes all bind together. You may be asking, why are you doing this? Well, adding the steel wire makes the bond and the joint stronger, which you'll need if you want to retain foot articulation on the final figure. So leave that to dry. Now while that's happening, you need to paint the Series 8 Capaldi legs black. Now I used a paint called Abaddon Black from Warhammer. You can use any high quality black acrylic paint for this job, but I used this one. And then I just gave these legs a couple of coats just to make sure that I got the paint into all the joints and all the crevices. And once that's dry, you can then plug in your shoes, so you have the bottom half finished. Hooray! Now we need the Time of the Doctor figure torso. You'll need to sit the top plastic joint of the legs inside this torso, this top lip here. Now, making sure that the dildo piece and the circular arm bits are in place as well and not popping out, you can glue the front half of the torso back into place. Make sure to put the glue in these bits here and nowhere else. It should then slide/click back into place if you've done it right. You can then pop the waistcoat piece back into place, then take the Series 8 Capaldi head and hands and plug those into the figure, and you're done. Just for comparison, here is your new regenerated 12th Doctor custom next to a standard Series 8 Capaldi and a regenerated 12th Doctor, just using the existing pieces in the Time of the Doctor set. For me, the difference is crystal clear. This, I guess what we'd call an official regenerated 12th Doctor figure, just doesn't look right against the standard official Capaldi figures that have been subsequently released from Series 8. I much prefer my new custom. And here is the custom regenerated 12th Doctor figure alongside the rest of the era, the 12th Doctor era. If you're wondering where on earth I got all these other customs from, go check out my 12th Doctor era action figure collection video. The link will be in the description, of course, and hopefully something will pop up on the screen as well. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and click on that bell for notifications. Also, you can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is @WhoTimeUK. Cheers guys, and I'll see you in the next one.